Good morning. I'm going to try a makeup trick for you this morning. And I'm just sitting here looking at the screen and thinking, I don't know how well it will translate via the video because of the lighting. But I'm going to give it a shot anyway. This is a little theater makeup trick. It's kind of on par with the fake eyelashes in that it's not something I use every day. And it's probably not something you would use every day. But it is really good for photos, if you're going to be taking photographs or in a photo session, or special occasions. Kind of the same ideas with the fake eyelashes. It's kind of above and beyond what you would do for your everyday wear, but it's a fun little trick that you might want to use sometime, or you might not. Okay, this is a trick I learned in theater makeup class, and basically it's dealing with highlights and shadows. And so here, let's start with supplies. If I were doing this for the stage, I would use stage makeup, and they actually have shadows and highlight makeup made for the stage. It's a really thick cream. Since I'm doing this just kind of every day, I'm taking what I've learned in theater and kind of applying it just to everyday makeup. For my shadow, I'm actually just using a bronzer. This is a Mary Kay bronzer that I've had forever that I actually don't typically use, unless it's for something like this. And then for the highlight, you can use several different things. I've actually discovered what makes a really good highlighter pen. You remember these little foil-covered sticks that you find at Halloween? And they come in all the different colors so you can make clown makeup? Well, this is a white out of one of those packs. And it's really easy to use since it's in like crayon form, and it works perfect. Also, something that's kind of fun sometimes is for the highlight to use like a shimmer. The idea behind the highlight is you're wanting to reflect the light. Anything you put highlighter on will be, as I tell my students, drawn forward, brought attention to. Anything you put the shadow on it's the opposite. It will be lessened. So like, see, I could put some shadow right there and just kind of hide that sucker. Anyway, something else you can do, and these are old, I don't think Mary Kay sells these anymore, but these are some little shimmery powders. And so again, I could use these as a highlighter. In fact, what I might do is just put on my white crayon, and then if you want to get a little fancy, put a little shimmer over it. Who doesn't like to be fancy? I mean, let's be honest. Okay, so I'm going to have to rush through this. But basically for your shadow, here's the 3 places, if I'm doing this for photos or for a special occasion, 3 places I would put shadow. 1, you're actually already used to probably doing the crease of your eyelid. Especially for people like me with hooded lids, it helps just give a little more definition. You shadow the crease, that pushes it back. Then you highlight right under the brow, which brings that forward. And the combination is that you look like you have a deeper set eye than you really do. Now if you naturally have deep set eyes, well, la-di-da for you. You don't have to worry about this. And again, this is probably the part that won't make a huge difference, but what you could do is just take that highlighter, and this is what I do, right under that brow. And see, right now you can see it looks a little severe. So you just kind of blend it in there. Okay, that's one place. Another place I use highlight and shadow is going to be cheeks. This is probably my favorite. Cheeks and lips are my favorite. I want to make my cheekbones appear that they're higher than they are. The way to do that, you know, like when I put on my blush, I make this goofy face where I try to make my cheekbones stick out. And I can do that with makeup by putting the highlight up here above the cheekbone and the shadow below. I actually do my blush like normal, not that you can tell in this video, but I do my blush like normal, and then the highlights up here, the shadows down here, and the effect is it pushes this back, lifts this up, and it makes it appear that your cheekbone is higher than it is. It's a really weird, cool thing. So I would just add a little highlight right there, and again, it's going to look, until I blend it in, it's going to just look like I'm putting white Halloween makeup on my face. Okay, I could even use my little glitter. Like I said, my students are going to wonder why I'm so fancy for a Friday, and I'm going to tell them that's why, because it's Friday. Okay, so there's my silly blush face. A little more white right there. I just blend with my finger. Let's add, oh, a whole lot of shimmer. Wowzers. Okay. And I will say, here's a little shortcut. Sometimes I just do the highlight. My theater teachers would die if they heard me saying this, because you're really supposed to use them together. The highlight, it really works in conjunction with the shadow. But as a shortcut, sometimes I just add a little highlight there. What I'm going to show you here in a second is you can do it on your lip, just kind of right down here in the bottom, and it gives you kind of a pouty lip look. But just for demonstration's sake, put a little bronzer. And this is the part you have to be careful with, because you can easily go overboard. I'm just going to kind of dot it on the bottom there. And again, I'm not sure how well this is carrying through the camera. But basically the idea is that, I don't know, does my cheekbone look any higher? A little? Is that my imagination? Yeah. We'll see. Okay, so the last trick is, now I will say there's another one that I'm not going to do, but that you might want to. And that is, that's my weird face. Again, I have fat cheeks, so it's hard to find my cheekbones. The one that I don't do that you might want to do is the nose, the thinning the nose trick. Highlight in the middle, shadow on either side. That will make your nose look thinner, if that's something you want to do. I don't mess with that. You can also kind of do your chin. Like I mentioned, that really is a trick to kind of put shadow right here under the chin and like a little dot of highlight right there. Again, I don't mess with that. I stick with my eyes, my cheeks, and then here's my lip trick. I do, and it looks really funny at first. I can't believe this video is 7 minutes long. Okay, kind of looks like Queen Amidala in the Star Wars movie. Not that I watched that. Okay, let me find a suitable lip gloss to match my outfit today. That's right, I match my lip gloss to my outfit. Okay, we're going to go with this color. And I've never actually done this trick with a darker lip gloss, so here's hoping it works the same. Otherwise, I'll be embarrassed. So I go ahead, because you want to blend this in, obviously, so I start right there on the white. Okay, and again, the light's kind of playing some tricks, but the idea is that once you get the gloss over it, it's a little lighter right there, and it gives that kind of illusion of a fuller, maybe even poutier lip. So, and that you don't, once you put the lip gloss on, you've kind of already blended it. If you want to blend it more, you can. It's just totally up to you. So, anyway, there's my little theater makeup tricks. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you find the occasion to use them. If not, I hope you enjoyed this video anyway. See you next time.